Good morning, everyone. This is Lori from My Garden in Bloom, and I garden here in Zone 8B in Oregon, up by Mount Hood. Oh, it is almost the middle of August, and oh, the garden is just in bloom and so beautiful. I have so many dahlias that are blooming and phlox. Ah, everything is just beautiful this morning, so I thought I would do a garden tour. The white phlox down here is, I transplanted it from a plant I got about 4 years ago, and this spring, really early spring, I divided it into at least 5 different plants, and I have 3 out front, and then I planted one here, and then I left one in the original spot. I have some really pretty, and I want to apologize for my shadow. It's just early in the morning and there's no way that I can hide it. I have 3 dahlias here that I accidentally planted them way too close together, so I hope they still bloom. It looks like they're going to. One of them that I'm really excited about is Clearview Debbie, and that's the one, the little one on the end there. I can't wait to see that one bloom. I'll put a picture of it up on the screen there for you. And here is a Washington geranium, and look at this adorable little, this is a picture, the rabbit picture over here, but I just use this as garden art. Isn't that cute? I think that is so cute. I'll bring it in the house during the winter time, otherwise it might crack. Then I have a variegated sedum and some gladiolus that are about ready to bloom. I ordered this variety pack, and they're all the same. They're kind of a buttery with an orange center. A little disappointed that they're all the same, but oh well, they are really pretty. This year I had a hard time finding lobularia. I usually have a whole border here just filled in, and this year I think I only found about 6 or 8 of them, so I have 3 of them out front and the rest of them are out here in the back. This is my backyard. And of course, here is my Laura, which is a phlox. I have 2 of those, and I'm starting to think I planted them about 3 years ago. I'm really going to have to divide these so they'll continue to be pretty. I have some Snapdragons here that I bought from a nursery that I didn't keep the tag on any of them, and I really like them. And what I really like about them is that I'm not getting is Snapdragon rust, and they've bloomed 2 and 3 times. I wish I would have kept the tag so I knew what variety they were. And I don't remember which nursery I got them at either. I started some yarrow from seed this year. It's called Colorado Sunset. Varies in colors. There's some that are kind of magenta, really white, and then this kind of peachy, light peachy color. And then I have some salvia. Oh, neighbor's moving. Sorry about, there's a street right back behind us. And I have in several different places here. I'll show you this one. I use these as filler flowers. It's a dahlia and it's called Zippity Doodah, and it's a pom-pom. Aren't those just gorgeous? Oh, I love the color of them. Oh, so pretty. I have several Zippity Doodahs in there in different heights. And then one of my favorite, this is Late. That's the name of the dahlia. Isn't that beautiful? I can't wait till I have more of those in bloom. I think I have 3 of those dahlias. And this Rebecca Lynn, I accidentally forgot to dig it up. So it was one of the first ones to made it through the winter. We had a really bad winter, but it was the first one to come up, and it is just blooming all over the place. I keep it deadheaded. Isn't that beautiful? And then I have some volunteer sunflowers around the garden. And I have this zinnia here. It said that it was going to be 18, I think it said 16 to 18 inches tall. No, it's not. It's only 12 inches tall. So I kind of planted it a little bit in the back of the flower bed, which it should have been planted in the front. It's getting eaten up back there. I have another one too over here. Darn. I wish it was closer to the front and you'd be able to see it because it's very pretty. It's a very pretty little zinnia. I have my cosmos over here, and I have found the perfect way to propagate. Oh, cosmos, I apologize. My delphinium. I'm letting this go to seed. That's why that dead seed head is sitting up there. I need to let it dry out just a little bit more, and then I'll pick it. But this is a beautiful purple or lavender delphinium back here, and I found the perfect way to propagate them. You let it bloom for the first time, completely bloom, and then once it's done blooming, you cut it all the way down to the ground, and once the little sprouts come up, then you dig it up and divide it. So I will show you over here. This is what I did. Look at this. I've been so successful at propagating them. I've never been that successful at propagating delphiniums. I will have to make a video about that. My lilies are almost finished. They were so pretty and smelled so beautiful. I have some sun patience in here. It's orchid compound. Orchid. I don't think that's the name. I'll have to look up the name for you. Anyway, I usually put at least 3 in this flower bed because they really like it here. My sedum, it will probably bloom in about a month. It'll turn a very beautiful pink. My stargazer hydrangea is almost finished. It was beautiful for a long, long time. I should probably cut it back and see if it'll bloom again. And then I have a hydrangea back there that I don't know the name of it. And here I have a pot with salvia and lobelia and my row of impatiens. The reason that I put my impatiens in the pots here, which works out really well for me, is because that tree puts out a lot of roots, and then I have a hard time growing anything in this bed because it fights for space. And actually if I just plant the impatiens in the ground, they're just really, really small. So putting them in these pots works for me. I love this variegated hosta right here. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, hydrangea. It's almost finished for the year. Actually, if I cut those off and hung them upside down, they would keep that color, which would look good in a fall, like a wreath or something like that. This is a lily. I'm trying to think of the name. What's the name of it? Eleanor Roosevelt. Beautiful lily. I love this thing. I'm waiting for this fall. There's 2 lilies there. It had a baby. So I am going to dig it up in the fall, in the early fall, and move the one out of there so that I'll have it in 2 places. This is my David Austin rose, which I need to get it trained. It's kind of leaning to one side. I need to get that fixed. Here is another sedum that I've had for a long time, and here is what I guess you would call my mother phlox. That's the original phlox that I got all the rest of my phlox from. And here is my row of dahlias. I have like 4 different varieties in there, repeating. And I have my beautiful patio planters. I just sprayed them for the first time for budworms. I noticed my first budworm, so I sprayed them in 5 days. Sunday it will be 5 days, so I'll spray them again, and then after that once a week. Hopefully keep them from being eaten up by budworms. I use BT, which is an organic spray. But if you don't do that, all your petunias and pansies and million bells are all going to get eaten. And here's some of the last of my stargazer lilies. I had quite a few of them. This is the very, very last one. It's almost finished blooming. This is a salvia, and I can't remember the name of it, but the hummingbirds just love it. It's August, so by September this thing will probably get to be like about 4 feet tall. And like I said, the hummingbirds just love it. There's a Brennera that started from seed. I think it's 3 years old now. I have some coleus right there, which I just pinched the top of it, so now they'll start spreading out a little bit more instead of getting taller. They'll just get bushier, and I absolutely love this hosta. It stays really small, but oh, it's so pretty. I just love the way the leaves are really shiny. Anyway, I wanted to give everyone a tour of the backyard. It is looking so beautiful this morning. I thought, oh, I've got to get a video of this. Gorgeous, isn't it? I hope everyone's having a wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon.